Okay, we're cutting off the music immediately. We are currently tracking an ongoing situation right now. We are tracking a moderate risk. The time is 8:54 p.m. Central Time, June 20th, 2025. We currently have some very strong winds ongoing, approaching Bismarck, North Dakota. And going out here, we have what appears to be a strong tornado ongoing over here. Let's confirm that. Don't see any tornado debris signature right now, but that is a very strong signature that we have east of Spiritwood right now. We also have a tornado warning down to the southwest over here. So we kind of have a rush a little bit through these because it's an ongoing situation. We do have cameras that I really want to get to really, really quick. So some of the stuff may be outdated, but we'll be doing the best that we can. I'll be going ahead and setting up multicam for Bismarck, um, North Dakota. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get you covered on that here. But yeah, right now we are currently tracking a moderate risk. Currently already have 88 mph wind gust report southeast of Lark. We had a 94 mph wind gust report as well. This is approaching the Bismarck area. So again, we're going to be dealing with this situation over the next few hours into the overnight hours. Let's go ahead and get this camera up here. While I'm working on the multicam right now, we'll go ahead and get camera number one up here, and then I'll go ahead and get us going on camera number two. I do want to get the locations of these as well, just in case we need to showcase them. Yeah, our current ongoing situation is that we have some very strong winds ongoing at this time. Uh, West of Bismarck, North Dakota. All right, so yeah, this would probably be the cameras they're going to be using, unless this one's closer. All right, yeah, so yeah, that will be the camera that we're going to be using. So I'll go ahead and get you going on that here. I'll actually swap to it while it's approaching, so you can see what's going on as I set it up. You're gonna see the thing move a little bit. That's just me getting it fully set up and ready to track here. And I am a little bit of a rush. I do apologize for that. I thought I was not gonna be able to stream today due to some events, but seeing how this has progressed, I decided to cancel the plans that I had and go live. Oh, that is way too much. Okay, that's going to have to do. Okay, going to be a little bit stretched, but as long as we can, well, they're not going to be stretched. I just want to. It's going to be a little bit out of place. But there you go. You should have that Bismarck camera ready to go there. But yeah, right now we are currently tracking, and yeah, that tornado warning over there just when observed. Public confirmed tornado. Let's go back to this radar over here so we can give you some information on that. And yeah, that has really exploded east of Spiritwood. Checking the CC here, there is none. However, this is a public confirmed tornado. So if you are in that polygon, mainly in Sanborn, you need to seek shelter right now. That is a very strong tornado in progress north of Interstate 94. So we're and also I do want to see as well if you can get if you can get some interstate cameras up there. I do got to find the website for it because the Department of Transportation's website because I have not had to use this before. This will be near Jamestown, so let's see if we can get a camera looking at it out of Jamestown. facing eastward. I'm gonna briefly flash it up here, but this is the closest camera to this tornado. Not a live video, unfortunately, but that is the camera that is the closest to this one. And yeah, right now you can clearly see on both of these cameras here that very powerful storm about to hit the Bismarck area. I'm gonna see if we can get more cameras out of there. Okay, and we do. I might have to do a third multicam here. I mean, a third camera here. Have to be a little bit stretched, unfortunately, but I'll have this displayed, and I'll have this displayed. So that's downtown Bismarck. So downtown Bismarck, we got a camera out of North Bismarck. Look at that camera right there. I'm actually going to swap these out here because that's going to be where we get the best of our views here. So let's go ahead and switch those out. And I'm going to see it twice for just a second until I can get it switched to the. There we go. So yeah, now we can take these full here. But yeah, that is a very powerful storm right there. That is moving right into Bismarck. Let's go back over to Bismarck real quick. And again, if you are in Bismarck, you need to get inside. These are very powerful winds. 80 mile per hour severe thunderstorm warning is currently in effect with this. So this is a very destructive storm. Quickly getting this out so I can get even more imagery here. And again, we have a very strong tornado in progress. So we're going to quickly hop back over to this tornado over here. Okay, so both of those just went down. That's not good. Quickly switching this back so I can get those back online. Multicam. Yeah, and we have a very large tornado on the ground. This is going to be this is going to be moving towards Sanborn. Yeah, we have a lot of strong storms ongoing. You can see that camera right there in North Bismarck. And I'll go ahead and get you. And in fact, I might need to use 4 of these. So the radar is going to disappear. So that way we can get a live view out of every possible angle out of Bismarck that I could find. Wow, folks. This Bismarck is about to be rocked here in a moment. And again, we have a large tornado currently in progress near Sanborn as well. And we're also going to be seeing this thing rock Bismarck. So we're going to remain on this. And again, if you're near Sanborn, North Dakota, I don't have the radar up, so we can have all 4 of these cameras up. You need to seek shelter right now. We have photos of a very large tornado in progress. Yeah, if you're in the path of that tornado, seek shelter right now. There's only so many cameras we can show right now, but I know there's some others as well in Bismarck. Yeah, yeah. This is basically the maximum we can show here. But yeah, if you're in the Bismarck area, get inside right now. Get into an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building if you can. And then you're not gonna be able to see it, but I'll go ahead and go back to the radar. Not on not for the stream, just so I can keep you guys informed of what's going on. This is on the western outskirts of Bismarck now, about to go into Madden here in a second. Clean this out. There's a lot of tabs open on my end. So it's, so I won't really be able to commentate over this, but you got your views here. You got your views here. And yeah, here we go. Some of the strongest winds are about to cross over into Bismarck here. And again, we're still dealing with a strong tornado currently in progress at this current time. Look at, I gotta see which one it's on. Look at the camera on the bottom left. That is some crazy views we're getting. Wow, folks. Truly incredible. Get, yeah, Bismarck is about to get rocked here in a moment. Yeah, if you're in Bismarck, I would. Oh, there's power flashes right there. We're starting to see some power flashes. And again, stay inside. We have multiple power flashes ongoing. It's like gonna be a firework of power flashes here. So yeah, everyone in Bismarck, stay inside. Stay inside. Wait for this to pass. This is some very dangerous winds. Whoa! Wow! Crazy lightning strike. Wow, folks. Again, if you're on Bismarck, stay inside. If you're in that tornado warning to the east, east of Spiritwood, take cover now. We're staying here for as long as we can. These cameras are likely going to start rapidly going down. And yeah, oh yeah, we got more. Okay, let's see which ones are down. Okay, got them back up. All right. So yeah, the worst of the winds here. Again, this is the most I can do. Yeah, we have all four cameras up. We just had about 3 power flashes earlier and a massive lightning bolt right in front of the top right camera. I'm unable to fix. I am unable to fix the text right now. for the bottom ones, but I'm mainly focused on keeping these cameras up for as long as I can because this is some because the imagery that we're getting right now is pretty insane right now. Especially on that top right camera. That is out of North Bismarck. That is some of the most insane imagery that I think we've captured on this channel. That's not a tornado. Yeah, on the bottom left camera, that is really starting to go crazy right there. Wind speeds of over 80 miles per hour is with this. Oh yeah, that bottom left camera is rocking. Now it might be a little bit hard to see, but that's the best I can do for that. Wasn't able to crop it in time. Yeah, everyone in the Bismarck area needs to remain inside as these life-threatening winds continue to push through Bismarck. And not only Bismarck, but areas to the north and south. Just had a wave of power flashes earlier. Um, I am I don't know if much has happened since. It's hard to keep track of all the cameras that I have open right now. Everything's a mess on my end, but I'm definitely sure we're capturing some right now. And yeah, top right camera that is starting to go crazy. Yeah, yeah, that top right camera is down. I'm pretty sure. Yep, that's gone. The next best part, I'm trying to find another camera to put on full because that one's down for sure. I think it's gonna be have to be this one. So I'm gonna substitute that camera with another. Um, the down camera's gonna appear for a second. Let me get that out of here, and then switch that to that. So okay. So that top right camera is now out of downtown Bismarck. I'm gonna stay on this camera to see. Oh yeah, that one's back up. Yeah, I'm gonna have downtown Bismarck on full now because the one on the bottom right's buffering. Sorry for that noise. But yeah, there's downtown Bismarck on the top right. The bottom right one's out of North Bismarck, and the ones on the left, I don't know where they're at, but they're in the Bismarck area for sure. Pretty sure the one on the top left has been down for a while, but yeah, bottom right one's down for good. We still have the downtown one, as well as the bottom left one. That is very eerie on the top right. I'll go ahead and see if we can get another. I actually want to check out some of the dot cameras on the bottom right one because that one's down for sure. Yeah, we're seeing significant slowdowns. A lot of these are 100% down. They have to be. Oh my goodness, that top run is really rocking. Going back to the radar for a second, yeah, that is right over Bismarck now. Wind gusts on the severe thunderstorm warning is up to 80 miles per hour. And we're still doing that tornado over to the east as well. Okay, let's go. Let's see if that camera's back up. I'm pretty sure it's old. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one's down for good. And going back to the other one, that tornado looks like it has dissipated. Yeah, completely occluded. That's good news. We'll keep an eye on that for any redevelopment. We're also dealing with a tornado warning to the north as well of Bismarck. That will obviously remain away from Bismarck, but will threaten Wilton. And eventually, once we get in a moment, we'll switch back to the radar, which I think, considering two of the cameras are down, we're going to switch back to the radar. And I'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and fix that. 'Cause I had to use that. And it's going to look a little weird for right now, but we'll deal with that. Yeah, on the radar, um, you can see that tornado warning. We'll have a camera out of Wilton. I'm pretty sure we have one out of Wilton. I saw on one of the websites. Let me check on this one if we have one. Oh no, we don't actually. Okay. Yeah, Bismarck getting rocked right now by these winds, crossing the radar side. So we're going to see all this green turn to red as that's moving away from the radar now. So this is going to be probably the best data we'll get out of it in terms of near ground level winds. Now, obviously, going to be checking some stuff here on terms of the damage that is occurring right now. I'm assuming there's probably a lot of power outages. Yeah, and also as we were tracking that again, a wedge tornado happened to the east as well, so we had to multitask. This is basically only the beginning of this. This is going to be lasting for quite a while. We'll try to cover most of that. Yeah, if you're just joining us here, we just seen Bismarck here get rocked by some very powerful winds. These winds are still ongoing at this current time and will be going for quite a while. This is going to be moving now east of Bismarck. Bismarck is currently right in the middle of it, but after that, it will basically affect communities and cities along Interstate 94 and areas north and south of Interstate 94. And we've also been doing with a few large tornadoes as well. Well, actually, actually one large tornado, and that was near east of Spirit Wood. That is since lifted. We're looking for any sense of redevelopment. We're also looking at this tornado warning storm over here, southwest of Meridian. That's going to be moving to the east here at 30 miles an hour. So 9:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for a tornado in baseball-sized hail. The highest one that I've seen, the highest wind gust report that I've seen since I started streaming was pretty sure it was 94. Yeah, right here, 94 mile per hour wind gust report. Yeah, you can see that transition to red on velocity as we're now starting to see this move away from the radar site. New severe thunderstorm warning as well down over here to the south. For 2-inch hail and 60 mile per hour winds. But the main show right now is this beast of a storm right here. Things are starting to stabilize a little bit, so I think now I can probably switch back to the radar feed just for a second until I can get even more cameras ahead of it. Yeah, based on what I'm just seeing right off the bat, it seems like Bismarck is going to have most of our camera coverage of the day. I'm gonna look up these communities out here and see if they have some random camera as well. And now is the time to find some more cameras ahead of it. So just stand by for a second. And also, by the way, a new tornado warning has been issued. This is the extension to that very large tornado we saw. It is still a confirmed tornado right now, and I wouldn't be shocked if we saw some more redevelopment here. And again, this is still confirmed on the ground. This is moving towards Valley City now. So just to do some quick googling here, let's see if there is a webcam out of here. The main issue is that I don't really have that much camera coverage up here. So li- uh we do have a camera out of Valley City, but it is not live video. I'll look elsewhere real quick. Yeah, that seems to be the best we're gonna get up here. So, all right, yeah, and you can also see that that the hook signature reforming right here, basically right on top of Interstate 94. Yeah, we're gonna have to be watching this pretty closely here. Yeah, continuing to watch this storm over here near Valley City, and keep in mind we do have a strong tornado risk today. We have a 10% significant for tornadoes, so strong tornadoes are possible, and we've already seen one earlier today. So so yeah, there's that. If I can, I'll probably try getting a replay of what we saw in Bismarck because that looked pretty intense. I know some of the early reports though suggest 67 mile per hour wind gusts with that one, the mesonet up there, which is weaker than I thought. But again, those are only just some of the early reports that we have. So there's probably much stronger ones based off what we saw. And this is still a destructive severe thunderstorm warning for 80 mile per hour winds. And again, in the long term, because we're expecting this to go for quite a while. Areas like Jamestown is gonna have to watch out for this. Valley City, which you're already under a tornado warning, so you need to seek shelter. But again, later on, you're gonna have to worry about this. Like it's like this is something that's not going to weaken pretty quickly. This is gonna be something that's gonna be long sustaining. So yeah, let's go back to the coverage over here, to the radar over here near Valley City. Okay, we're still waiting on the next update for that one. So we'll come back to that once we got the newest imagery. I do want to check and see if we have uh I'm gonna quickly see if we have any damage photos of any kind out of Bismarck. Sorry for stalling out there. We do have imagery of another tornado, and if I had to guess, it would be this one right here. Yes. So we have another tornado ongoing here. Let me just confirm that. Yeah, there is another tornado in progress right now that I'm seeing by storm chasers. If I had to guess, it'll probably be this one up here. So yeah, currently we're tracking two tornado warnings out here. One of them's already produced a large tornado east of Spiritwood, and we have another one to the south trying to form up here as that continues to remain mostly over rural areas of let's see the counties here, northeastern Lemoore County. And we also have a tornado warning out here along this bow echo out here. And like, with tornadoes like these, they're normally pretty hard to spot, and they form really, really quick and then die out just as quickly. So sometimes they can form in between radar scans, which is why you normally see them issue them in large boxes like these, because they could form anywhere. So that's the thing to keep in mind about tornadoes like these. Mm, so yeah, again, just for this line in general, I would go into an interior room, treat it as a tornado no matter what, because some of these winds are going to be very destructive. Yeah, new report 66 mile per hour wind gust report south of Bismarck. So we're starting to get more reports out there. So yeah, we did have another brief touchdown west of Valley City. That one has since lifted, but it looks like it is going to be reforming here based off another photo. So this tornado has been rather cyclic in nature. That tornado warning out there, by the way, has been dropped. So that is some good news. But regardless, very destructive winds still are pushing through that region. And going to Valley City, this one is a picture by picture camera, so it's not live video, unfortunately. I do want to see if there's any cameras on the Department of Transportation. Doesn't appear to be. Okay. Yeah, we're only limited to one camera, and I'll start pulling that up once we get some once it gets close enough. I do want to fix the radar here real quick just to make it better. There we go. So yeah, right now, if you're just joining us, we just saw a very powerful storm go through Bismarck, North Dakota. We're currently waiting to see if we got any damage photos, but we did get some power flashes and some really cool imagery out of Bismarck. Bismarck is starting to leave the most intense part of that storm now as that continues to chug along towards places like Sterling, and Hazelton, Linton, and Wing. I'm just naming some places so you get a general understanding of what's going to be hit next. And we're also tracking a tornadic supercell over here that has produced a very large tornado moments ago and has produced another brief tornado. Really photogenic. And if you're wondering what happened to the live camera bar, I had to rush to get this stream going, so I wasn't able to get it up. But considering the cameras that we could have used were that they're not live video, which we normally use the Department of Transportation's cameras for that one, and maybe switch to multicam for the other kinds of cameras. I just decided that was like one of the least priorities for that. But if we do have some time, I'll go in and set that up. Again, we got a what appears to be another tornado trying to form up here near Valley City again. Now approaching uh, one here. I'm gonna go and see if we got anything out of Bismarck. Yeah, we had you covered when it came to those when it came to those cameras for Bismarck. So going out here, yeah, Morton County, over 3,000 people are without power. Um, in Burleigh County, over 2,000 people are out. And again, some of this is still ongoing, so we're likely to see that go higher here. Based on some of the reports that we had outside of Bismarck, it seemed like it didn't get it seemed like it wasn't uh as strong as it was moments ago, but it still has some very strong winds, and we're still getting reports out here. So we'll see if it gets higher than what we're getting than the reports are right now. We had the highest one is a 66 mile per hour. Actually, no, a 67 mile per hour one came in. Wind gust report. So still very strong winds, but moments ago it was at we had a 94 mile per hour wind gust report, and yeah, right here 88 miles per hour as well. Oh yeah, and we also got that new severe thunderstorm warning, 80 mile per hour wind gusts. Not really surprised there. Basically for Interstate 94 out here and areas to the north and south of that. And yeah, we got a new stronger circulation forming southwest of Valley City. I do want to see if we got any um if we got any chaser reports out of this, because there is multiple chasers on this right now. We have right now, if you're just joining us, we're currently tracking a moderate risk of severe weather. And it looks like we got another strong circulation forming out here to the east. Yeah, yeah. Linton just gusted up to 96. Uh, it's per this. So yeah, trying to get reports on this tornado out here to the east as well. There is storm chases on this right now. Obviously, can't share their imagery. Yeah, it looks like we do have another tornado in progress with this one now. So yeah, okay, sorry for going silent there, but yeah, so we also have this tornado warning to the south as well. Um, this one just basically is a extension of this one. Doesn't really go that much farther though. Actually, doesn't go farther at all. But yeah, right now that's going to be mainly mostly over rural areas of northeastern Lamore County. But the main one I'm worried about is obviously going to be one to the north near Valley City. That one has produced some of the largest tornadoes of the day, and some of the more impressive tornadoes of the day. You also got that a new tornado warning out here. Go and check that one out. Yeah, again with stuff like these, yeah, and I think this is the perfect example. These ones wrap up real quick. They can form real quick, and then they can dissipate just as fast. You can still see some circulation, but these ones can happen really quick. So so again, it's always best in situations like these to just treat it as a tornado, get into an interior room, because not only you're gonna have to worry about tornadoes like these rapidly forming at you, you're also gonna have to worry about the damaging winds as well. And now going back out here, I do want to check out this report that we got. Oh, and yeah, we got a large tornado ongoing now. We got a large tornado on the ground with this storm right here. The motion on that is insane. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to share this to you. We have what appears to be debris potentially. Can't share it obviously, but this is from Brandon Kopic. Yeah, we have a large tornado on the ground. got debris, got some damage. Oh yeah, we just had a very strong tornado just happen. Yeah, this is still an ongoing tornado right now. Yeah. You can see just how powerful that circulation has gotten. Yeah, we do have a large tornado on the ground, according from what we from what I witnessed on Brandon Kopic's stream. And we just posted the link in the chat because again we can't share it, but we'll redirect you to Brandon Kopic so you can support him. Let's see if we have any. Let's see if we have any other chasers reporting on this. Yeah, if you're just joining us, we just had what appears to be what appears to be another large tornado that is ongoing right now south of Valley City. We do have damage as well with this one, and this tornado looks to be heavily rain wrapped. So you're likely not going to be able to see this at all. So yeah, if you're in that polygon right there in that box, you need to seek shelter right now. And I won't be shocked if they extended this more into, let's see here. They'll probably extend this south of Interstate 94 here into Fingal. And if they want to go more long tracked, possibly west of Alice. That's where I see them extending this here in momentarily. So yeah, if you're in that area, you need to seek shelter right now. What appears to be a rain wrapped large tornado is in progress that has already caused damage. Yeah, going out here back to the west. And again, yeah, there is your 96-mile-per-hour wind gust report north of Linton. Again, this is still producing very strong winds. We just got a 90-mile-per-hour wind gust report as well. Doesn't say where, but yeah, that came in. And also, speaking of that, the severe thunderstorm warning, the destructive severe thunderstorm warning has been upgraded to 90 miles per hour. This is a very dangerous situation. And those are the more stronger reports coming in now. 82-mile-per-hour wind gust report west of downtown Bismarck. Yeah, at first you can tell that it didn't seem so some of the wind gust reports didn't seem like it wasn't that strong compared to what we've seen elsewhere. But again, you just gotta wait till till more of the reports come in. The 82 miles per hour wind gust is the highest in Bismarck so far. We'll wait to see if we got any more. Yeah, look at this storm right here. That is punching right through Stele right now. Dawson's about to be in it. Um Napoleon, Dawson, Tapin, those areas will be badly affected. Just wanted to show you real quick. I'm not sure which one's. I don't know which one this one's going to appear on. So, okay, it's going to appear on there. Okay, yeah, yeah. From what you checked in Bismarck, everything's a mess. So I have to check which one to put this in. But yeah, here is a Yeah, here's a photo before this camera went down. This is let me. Yeah, this is west of Stele, and you can see on that one image. Look at that shelf cloud right there. Wow, folks. And then this one, that one's not available. Let's see if we can see it. You can't quite see it yet on that one. And going out here for a moment. Don't see much out here. Again, these are not live video. Yeah, I think the next point we might be able to get cameras from is Jamestown, if I had to guess. And that is something I'll definitely start researching here. But bouncing back to the east, dealing with this situation over here, a PDS tornado warning is currently in effect. You can see that strong signature south of Valley City. And we saw imagery earlier from a storm chaser of what appeared to be a large tornado on the ground. Per reports, we also have significant damage to buildings as well with this one. So again, if you are in the path of this, take cover now. They're definitely going to be extending this down here into Fingal, probably west of Alice as well. And this one has been quite a tornado producer. And now it looks like this one is now joining the show here. You can see this one out here and the rural areas of northeastern. Oh, wait, I think they just extended it. No, never mind. They just still have it. Northeastern Lamore County. You can see that signature right there. You're going to see that it sustains itself, but that is something that we've also been watching. And that, again, that will be remaining mostly over rural areas of northeastern Lamore County. Yeah, still tracking this beast of a storm out here. And update real quick. North of Linton, we just got a 101 mile per hour wind gust report. 101 miles per hour. So it looks like we had some very, very strong winds north of Linton. And that's where we also had that 96 mile per hour wind gust report. Your recent scan shows it fizzling a little bit, but again, this tornado has been really cyclic, and this could spin back up. Keep in mind that keep in mind that even when it's getting smaller like that, that can still mean it's a very strong tornado, and we do have a tornado debris signature as well. So this one is causing enough damage to loft debris at least over 4,000 feet high. And yeah, you can see where that's coming from. Looks like it unfortunately hit some homes right there. Yeah, this tornado is still in progress. I would still treat it as a strong tornado. And again, heavily watching that tornado as well out there to the south. Yeah, we are seeing some very strong winds out to the west, and again, that's something you're going to be hearing a lot. As that is now pushing further to the east, into I'm going to get county information here. Central Kidder County, northwest and northwestern Logan County. Eventually, we'll be moving into eastern Kidder County. So I'm going to take this time to try to find some cameras out of, let's start with Jamestown, North Dakota. There is one, but I can't use it. I think there is one. All right, doesn't look to be, unfortunately, but yeah, I'll keep looking. Yeah, we're starting to see these storms really chug to the east here. Let's see their movement. Moving east at 60 miles per hour, so decently fast moving. And yeah, there's your extension right there as we were checking out that. Um, yeah, the thought they would put it a little bit more to the southeast a little bit, but yeah, that now includes Tower City, Buffalo, Alice. Fingal is slightly out of it to the yeah, that one is to the north of them. Moving to the east at 20 miles an hour. PDS tornado warning. Recent scans does show it on the velocity side to have weakened out. Yeah, I don't see much of a tornado debris signature anymore, but a common theme of this storm is that it quickly cycles back up tornadoes, so we'll see if that happens again. Getting you an update on power outages. We are currently now up to 8,000 over 8,000 people out. 2,000 people out on Burleigh County, 200 over 250 people out in Emmons County. The hardest hit county appears to be Morton County, with over 3,000 people out, and and a couple hundred people elsewhere in some of the other counties as well. Like I'm trying to get this pulled up, but I guess it's not going to let me. So I'll go and get that fixed. But yeah, the highest wind gust report now is 101 miles per hour. That was north of Linton. Some of the photos that we're getting now are showing a very large. There was definitely a very large tornado moments ago. southwest of Valley City. We do have, and unfortunately, it looks like we did have structural damage, and we'll keep you updated on that situation as that continues to develop. We'll be waiting on that, and they've also gone ahead and extended that tornado warning all the way to Lisbon in North Dakota, moving to the east at 25 miles an hour until 10:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for a tornado and golf ball sized hail. We also had a 76-mile per hour wind gust report out of Hazelton. Yeah, with this storm right here, what we're going to be looking at in the long run is that Jamestown, you're going to be affected by this for sure. Oh, a new tornado warning. What's going to cover that? Yeah, it seems to be another one up here, including Goodrich and areas to the southwest until 10:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And again, with these, they're very hard to spot and very hard to predict. Going back here in the long run, we're going to see places like Woodworth, Cleveland, uh, Streeter. I'm going more east here to Judd, Jamestown, Spiritwood Lake, and then going further east to Sanborn, Valley City, the places we're seeing that is being affected by these tornado warnings right now. Those areas will likely be affected in the long run. Jamestown, you still have a little bit of time left to try to get any loose objects inside and get ready to hunker down and ride this one out because this is something you do not want to be outside for. I also want to showcase this one photo as well. Once I can find where, okay, there we go. So showcasing this one photo here, you can see that that storm in the distance. There's another photo I do want to show real quick. You can see this one right here. That is a very impressive photo. New Zealand. So just want to show you those real quick. And obviously, I want to try to find more. So let's go ahead and okay, none here. Okay, so yeah, I'll have this doing. I'll go ahead and find some more cameras in the background. Yeah, going back out to the east. Let's see if this one has redeveloped. Right now, I don't really. I mean, it's trying to spin back up, but not that much. And also going back down here, I do want to see if there's any chasers on this because this one has been really trying to form. Near Bismarck, northwest of Bismarck, 78-mile-per-hour wind gust report just came in. And there goes, just popped up there. Let's see if we can get any cameras ahead of it. There is one out of Woodworth. These ones are image by image cameras. They're not live video, which is probably going to be a common theme from this point forward. Yeah, there is a lot of cameras. Yeah, that will continue to chug to the yeah, this storm right here, this bow echo is going to be continuing to chug to the east here, towards places like Medina, Woodworth, Cleveland, Streeter, Gackle. Listen to a few areas there in the path of this. Here's a I'm gonna see if it pops up here. Yeah, here's a photo here out of Streeter. You can see how, I mean, it's a bit pixelated, but you can see that shelf cloud right there with those very powerful winds. Let's see if they bumped up the warning some more. No, they still kept it at 90 miles per hour, 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts, which is still very catastrophic. Don't know why it was glitching like that. We are just showing you some of the camera coverage. This is from the North Dakota Agriculture and Weather Network. And actually, of this one, there is a confirmed tornado currently in progress. It is a law enforcement confirmed tornado moving east at 55 miles an hour until 10:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time, between southeastern Kidder and western Stutman's counties. So we do have a tornado now in progress with this bow echo. Yeah, try and get information as we as quickly as we can. But we currently have a law enforcement confirmed tornado. Yeah, derecho is ongoing per the SPC. I'll go and pull up this Mexico discussion. Here, okay, let's go here. This is released uh, pretty recently, so we don't have the official discussion yet. But yeah, here is the tweet here from the SPC. Significant to severe wind swaths should continue over the next few hours. 75 to 100-mile-per-hour winds are likely, with a few embedded tornadoes also possible. They have the maximum intensity for wind here from 95 to 115 mile per hour winds. Again, this is for maximum. However, we're seeing 90-mile-per-hour winds. That's the current severe thunderstorm warnings description. And the highest that we've seen so far is 101 miles per hour. So you're getting some more cameras now. Here is the newest photo from Streeter, and yeah, you can't even see anything anymore. Likely a lot of damaging winds occurring right now. Nearly 70-mile-per-hour wind gust report as well to the northwest of Streeter. So yeah, going out here and quickly just to give you an update. Oh yeah, we're just real quick. We also do have a 81-mile-per-hour wind gust report west but south of Bernstad, North Dakota. Give me an update on power outages. Over 9,000 people are out now in North Dakota. And we'll definitely see that continue to rise. And we also do have a photo of a tornado ongoing near Fort Ransom. That was 5 minutes ago. Yeah, that storm that we've been watching for a while, that one has produced a tornado and could still have a tornado on the ground. And again, for people that are already being affected by these tornado warnings, do not go to sleep after this because you got a very powerful storm on the way. You can now see it over there on the left hand side of your screen. Places like Jamestown and Valley City, places that have dealt with these tornado warnings around their general area, they're about to be rocked here soon by these winds. Will likely be the best imagery of the day came out of Bismarck, where we saw decent amount of power flashes and just overall some really good imagery. And again, the main thing we're looking out for is these notches here. That is where your embedded tornadoes are going to be, and they form quick and they are very hard to predict. Yeah, because these things can form really, really quick and then dissipate really, really quick. Sometimes even between radar scans. They're that quick. So again, my advice, which I'm going to be repeating throughout the night, I would treat this as I would treat all of this as if you were taking shelter for a tornado. You would go into your interior room, lowest floor, away from windows, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible because not only you're going to be dealing with these tornadoes, but basically everyone else is going to be dealing the with the damaging winds. Yeah, here's the full discussion here. It says, yeah, it should continue over the next few hours. 75 to 100-mile-per-hour winds remain a concern. A few meso-vortex generated tornadoes are possible. A mature, intense bow echo is rapidly, yeah, they just go into the bow echo here, and the environment that it's in. This bow echo will likely continue producing significant severe gusts over the next few hours. A derecho is in progress, so 60-mile-per-hour winds should also be occurring on a more widespread basis, as suggested by many surface observations. The best chance for scattered significant severe gusts will be in close proximity to the mesovortices. Specifically, or the mesovortex winds align with the rear inflow jet. A few tornadoes cannot be ruled out. And going back up here again, 95 to 115-mile-per-hour winds is the maximum, most probable peak intensity. Near Meridian, we've had near Meridian, North Dakota. There's a photo of a really beautiful supercell on the Mesonet. On one of the Mesonet stations, it shows 101-mile-per-hour winds. That's the one that we reported on earlier. Oh, don't know why it zoomed in like that. It's going and checking on some cameras. I think some of these are down now. And even after these, some of the imagery that we're getting shows some really beautiful sunsets as well. Go a bit off topic. Yeah, so far we've been getting some pretty beautiful imagery, but also some pretty disturbing ones as well from this derecho. Yeah, Jamestown is about to be rocked here in a moment. by these strong storms. And the main important thing, again, if you do have to go to bed, make sure that you have a way to get those alerts, mainly phone alerts, because for stuff like these, you do not want to sleep through it. So make sure you have your phone alerts, able to be heard. So that way, if you're in if there's a life-threatening situation going on while you're sleeping, uh, then you can get up and take proper actions. This one in South Dakota, new severe thunderstorm warning, and you can see there's no storm here because this is for the outflow winds from the severe thunderstorm in storms in North Dakota. So the outflow winds are getting severe warns, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and this is going to be for northwestern Elmans County, eastern Campbell County, McPherson County, and northeastern Waldorf County, and South Dakota. So yeah, even the outflow winds of this are being severe warned. And yeah, out here we seem like we have a oh yeah, it looks like we have a strong tornado potentially ongoing near Fort Ransom. And again, this is one of this is one of the main hazards that we have: strong tornadoes. But yeah, in Fort Ransom, we are tracking what appears to be a strong tornado in progress. Next scan looks really promising, but looks like we might have had a uh, a brief strong tornado. And again, I would still treat it as on the ground, of course, based off that signature that we got moments ago. Want to see if we got any ground confirmation of that. Yeah, and another scale discussion that came in showing a pair of supercells will reside within a high SDP, that's significant tornado parameter environment for at least the next couple hours of a continued tornado threat. Yeah, these two storms right here have been our main tornado producers. Mainly the northern one's been our main tornado producer. Yeah, and yeah, we do have ground confirmation of a tornado in progress. So yeah, and they just confirmed it. So everyone in that polygon, you need to seek shelter right now. A tornado has been confirmed. on by storm chasers on the ground. New severe thunderstorm warning in effect for 90-mile-per-hour winds, including Jamestown. So Jamestown, it's time to hunker down. You got a very strong storm heading your way. Everyone in Jamestown needs to hunker down. Everyone in that polygon, everyone in that corridor needs to hunker down. Oh, that one's been down for a while. Okay, trying to find some more cameras. I don't think I can get any out of Jamestown, unfortunately. There is a there is one, but it's not live video. Here's one of those, and also there's one for the from the Department of Transportation. There's 4 cameras. None of them are live video, and none of them are really the highest of quality. I'm just gonna go and check. Yeah, we're currently tracking 3 areas of confirmed tornadoes. Let's see, this one's still, yeah, still. This one is still saying that there's a tornado on the ground. Again, with these, you're looking at those notches right there. That's where your spin up tornadoes are going to be. Yeah, Jamestown, you are about to get cored here in a moment. This just passed through Cleveland, now moving towards Eld Ridge. Yeah, obviously going to be tracking this, but also we're also tracking these tornadoes as well. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one's the tornado to the north. That one is that one has no rotation at this time. Although I do see possibly a little bit of broad rotation. Let's check. Yeah, so see, there's something trying to spin up right here, but right now it's not that strong. We'll see if it fully spins up, but it's starting to kind of merge into that southern storm. That one right here, that one looks like that's dying out, but that's still in the position to drop another one. So that's something that we'll heavily watch. It actually didn't show me, but that one near Fort Ransom is actually a PDS tornado warning. So that is a particularly dangerous situation. So everyone in the path of that needs to seek shelter right now. From the recent scans, it looked like it was kind of dying out, but I would still treat it as a tornado on the ground, just in case it does reform on radar, which we already have um weather spotter confirmation on this, so that obviously overrides what we're seeing on radar. We got Jamestown. You basically ran out of time to make those preparations. Now's the time to start hunkering down. You may lose power. And again, it's not just there. We also have all these other areas as well that are about to be hit really hard. Here's one out of Carrington right now. I'll go and refresh and see if we got an updated one. Oh, we didn't know that. Nope. Right there. That's the updated one that's facing northwest. As you can see, conditions begin to rapidly deteriorate. This one is when the camera went down, but look at this one out of Linton. Wow. That was from 9:25 p.m. That is where we saw that 101 mile per hour wind gust report. Going up these cameras here, Sawyer with a beautiful sunset out there, but that's slightly off. That's obviously not our priority right now. New 21 extended into Spiritwood Lake and Spiritwood. We're now starting to see the areas impacted by that tornado, by those tornadoes, now starting to get into this. And everyone in the Jamestown area, you must be hunkering down. Updated camera from Jamestown at 10:29 p.m. Not able to see much right, not yet. There is one out of another one out of Jamestown, but it just looks like this. So, how much we're gonna really use out of that? Yeah, we're starting to see these winds now starting to push into Carrollton and Jamestown and yeah, everything else in that box right there is a very large area, as you can see. This supercell up here is starting to get really choked up by the ones to the south. So for tornadoes wise, I'm mainly worried about the one to the south. Of course, I'm still watching the one to the north, but I want to shift a little bit more focus to the one to the south here. Yeah, one thing you can notice that uh, der- uh, yeah, the derecho is starting to approach these storms really quick, and eventually it will swallow it up. It seems. So hopefully that will limit the tornado threat when that happens. We'll keep going to around 11 to 11:30 p.m. That's when I gotta hop off for the night. Yeah, right now next in line will be Jamestown, Pennegree, Burlington, New Rockford, then going south here, Berlin, Judd, uh, Montclair. Oh my goodness, I butchered that. My Oh, and now yeah, my mic decided to shut off, so I don't know how much was missed. Hopefully that horrific pronunciation I just had was not caught on the stream. It probably did. But yeah, Jamestown is about to be in it. That's right over Eldridge now. And then Carrollington's about to be in it. Let's go ahead and check out Carrollington's camera. Yeah, that one's not been updated. And keep in mind, Jamestown is also in a tornado warning, so keep that in mind. Yeah, Jamestown is about to get rocked. Yep, there you go. There you go. Whoa. So yeah, if we keep refreshing, and then yeah, we can basically get. So yeah, this is basically the best we're going to be able to get. Now, keep in mind that this is yeah, this is over 2 minutes behind. So this is not really live. So we're kind of looking back at what's going on. Whoa, big one right there. You know, we'll see how long this lasts. Now on camera, it's now reached 10:35. You have to constantly refresh this, so this is not live video, and also that this is about 3 minutes behind. In reality, this is just about to go over Jamestown. And also, real quick, don't know if I'm gonna be able to click on the information on this new warning at the same time. I'm just gonna click on it real quick. Yeah, new severe thunderstorm warning for Valley City. That's just areas to the east of Jamestown. That's for 90-mile-per-hour winds. So we're still seeing 90-mile-per-hour winds pushing to the east. We do have a camera just like this out of Valley City as well. I wish there was a macro I could use to make this automatically refresh. Like they're moving the camera a bit. looks like it stopped updating. Is that when it went down? Yep, that just went down. So if you track that for as long as you could, that is now down as we're seeing those winds move right onto Jamestown. And yeah, it probably went down. This is the one out of Jamestown. Let's see. We got one out of yeah. There's the one out of Carrington. Oh yeah, that's a really good uh photo from Edgley right there. Yeah, Jamestown's to be right in it. We'll see if we can get the camera back. Yeah, it looks like that one went down. Yes, yeah, those very strong winds now pushing further east into now east central North Dakota. And we also got a new tornado warning over here as well. And northeast of Goodrich. 90-mile-per-hour destructive severe thunderstorm warning for Fort Ransom. So even if you're so yeah, Fort Ransom's currently in that tornado warning. Do not get out of your shelters because you're about to deal with another very strong storm here in a moment. So remain in your tornado shelters, not for the tornado once that passes you, but for this as well that's coming in towards you. As 90-mile-per-hour winds are obviously very destructive. That's why it's called a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. And yeah, that will be continuing to push its way to the east. Eventually, in the long term, be pushing its way into northwestern Minnesota. And we actually had a confirmed tornado near Carrington. I do want to go to here. And show you this right here. This shows you the what the station's been picking up. 87-mile-per-hour wind gusts here. As you go to Northwest, you got 79. You got that that heavy pocket of strong winds of 101 miles per hour. A confirmed tornado on the ground by it's a public confirmed tornado moving northeast at 70 miles an hour. So a fast mover moving towards Grace City and McHenry. So this is for northwestern Foster County. Take cover if you're in northwestern Foster County and Grace City, McHenry. and the other areas in that side of the county. They've gone ahead and dropped that tornado warning uh, south of Tower City. But Tower City was in that, but yeah, they've dropped that. Tornado warning continues north of Lisbon and North Dakota. And now we're currently tracking a confirmed tornado on the ground northeast of Carrollton. And a tornado warning near Jamestown as 90-mile-per-hour winds are pushing through. And this derecho is starting to reach. We'll start to reach those supercells here soon, probably within an hour, probably less than an hour from now. Yeah, one of the things I am worried about is this potentially cycling up and producing a tornado. Uh, be- and actually, it looks like that's what it's trying to do here soon with that hook echo that you can see. Yeah, I am worried about that. Yeah, I do want to watch this here. I do want to see if we got any damage photos at all so far. We do have tornado damage near Valley City. Some more tornado damage. Can't share most of these on stream, but again, some of these could have been caused by the damaging wind gusts as well. But some of these are obviously tornado damage. Yeah, going back down here to this situation, and also we do have some more tornado warnings as well. Yes, yeah, so a bunch of these embedded tornadoes are going to be our main worry as well as obviously the damaging winds. And you're going to see these in these little notches here. And some of these are confirmed on the ground, some of them are not. But the things with these is that they form so quickly that the National Weather Service can't get the proper warning out in time. So, again, just in general, and I know I've been saying this a lot, but just stay inside and head to the most interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building until this passes, as this is a very dangerous storm. You're still keeping a very close eye on this right here, west southwest of Sheldon. And according to what I'm seeing right now, it looks like a may have just had 100-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Jamestown. Either at or just slightly below 100 miles an hour. I'm waiting to fully confirm that, but a decent amount of people are saying 100-mile-per-hour winds happened in Jamestown. And I do want to go ahead and show this real quick, but this warning right here for Jamestown is now at 100-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That just shows you the power of this storm. And again, this is declared a derecho really early on. And you can, and yeah, well, obviously that was the perfect call because right now we have 100-mile-per-hour wind gusts with this storm. And I'm pretty sure that is I think that is the highest that they can go for winds. Yeah, 100-mile-per-hour severe thunderstorm warning is currently in effect. Reports unconfirmed yet, but 100 miles per hour was possibly reported in Jamestown, either in or around it. But regardless, you need this is a pretty life-threatening situation. I mean, you got a bunch of circulations forming within this 100-mile-per-hour winds. You need to treat this as a tornado and get to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Again, 100-mile-per-hour wind gusts has been is currently one of the severe thunderstorm warnings that are currently in effect. And again, and then Valley City is going to be on your doorstep next. Everyone ahead of this, you can see. I'm going to zoom in so you can see some of the communities that are about to be impacted next. You're about to get rocked by the storm. You're very likely going to lose power for most people that are in this area. While I do not see a 100-mile-per-hour report yet, I do see on this shows 96 miles per hour gusts in the same county as Jamestown, slightly to the northwest. So yeah, so very likely, so likely over 90-mile-per-hour winds just went through Jamestown. likely knocked a lot of power if I had to guess, and we'll check in to see how much power it did knock out. Yeah, so yeah, Stutzman County over nearly 7,000 people out in Stutzman County out of the 12,000 people that they track. A total of 18,000 people are out in North Dakota. We're really starting to see this strengthen more and more. And that's why they issued that moderate risk. That is the exact reason why. We do have a camera out of Valley City. There was one out of North New Rockford. But wasn't able to get that. In Robinson, 98-mile-per-hour winds just came in. Yeah, Valley City is the next place in line that we do have a camera out of that I can use. Hopefully, it's not down from what happened. So we're normally able to load it every 2 seconds. I do see a guy I was able to get it every second out of Jamestown, but I didn't see nothing interesting enough to show. But yeah, but for us, we're able to get it every 2 seconds to load the full page because I got to constantly refresh it. Yeah, so currently starting to see this movement to east central North Dakota. A derecho is in progress at this time as we're about to roll over to the 11 as we're about to roll over into 11 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Yeah, so Valley City is going to be next in line with these destructive winds. There's some incredible imagery that we're getting tonight. We'll get ready to start refreshing the Valley City. All right, so we're about to see Valley City about to get rocked here. We do have a camera out of there that we'll switch to in just a second. I do want to see if any of these got upgraded any higher. This one's still for 90-mile-per-hour winds. This one is for 80. This one, this one is for 90, and this one is for 100 miles per hour. And again, impact, you're in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. Expect considerable damage to homes, businesses, and homes and business. Expensive. Oh my god. Excuse me. Expect extensive tree damage and power outages. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, Valley City is likely about to get some very devastating impacts here, and we have a camera right there. So again, for everyone in the path of this, stay inside. These are some very dangerous storms. 73-mile-per-hour wind gust report west of New Rockford. And now I think is the time that we switch over to the Valley City cam. Again, I had to manually refresh this, but we should be able to get the page fully reloaded every 2 to 3 seconds. So we'll have that refreshing. That is now over Sanborn. Those winds. I'm gonna mainly cover the areas around Valley City, but keep in mind a lot of areas to the north and south are being impacted by this. Is it changing? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, Valley City is about to be hit. I do see a bit of a notch forming there, so we'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, Valley City probably about to be hit here in less than 5 minutes, and I'm willing to bet this camera goes down pretty quick. We'll try to stay on it for as long as we can. We'll see if we get something. Loading a bit slower, so that's just something on my end or something's happening. Yeah, here. Yep, it's about to enter Valley City here in a moment. And 90-mile-per-hour wind still. No, that Tom in the top left. That's obvious. That's ahead by 2 minutes. So that's obviously wrong. So because I am in the same time zone. So I don't know if it's behind by a few minutes like the other camera. It was behind the old one was behind by about 3 minutes. I guess we will find out soon. Right now on the right now on the radar, it shows it right on Valley City's doorstep. And also, I noticed that flag is going crazy. And there it goes. Yeah, Valley City is basically in this at this point. Oh, you can see that camera really shaking. I mean, you can only tell by picture, but just based off the blur, it's probably shaking really hard if I had to guess. Again, people, for anyone that's joining us, we're currently tracking the camera out of Valley City. I have to refresh this, so this is not live video. Oh, it's kind of loading a bit slower. Oh, blackout, complete blackout. And I'm pretty sure we just lost it. But for two pictures there, you just saw a complete blackout at Valley City. Yeah, we lost it for sure. I did see someone that was able to get it every second. We'll see if they saw a power flash on that. But yeah, you just saw that just go out. And also, it looks like we have a strong tornado in progress out here near Sheldon. Yeah, that is a tornado debris signature that we have right there. Won't be shocked if this is PDS. Yep, PDS tornado warning near Sheldon. So another situation ongoing northwest of Sheldon, about across 46. Everyone in the path of this must take cover right now. That is a strong tornado in progress. And again, we just witnessed some very strong some very strong winds went over Valley City. We just seen a blackout happen. Yeah, we lost that camera. 99-mile-per-hour winds in the Jamestown area. But yeah, our current situation is that we have another strong tornado in progress northwest of Sheldon. So everyone in the path needs to seek shelter right now. Is kind of moving right at this is moving right at 46 in between Enderlin and Sheldon. Lost power in the River Ridge neighborhood in North Fargo, according to someone. But yeah, we do have a large tornado in progress. This one I haven't seen any chases posted yet, but it is a weather spotter confirmed tornado. So I'll go ahead and see if any other stream there's any stream that has it. Let me check the spotter network. Oh, Clint Henderson's on it. Yeah, Clint Henderson's on it. I mean Clint Hendricks. My goodness, I need my yeah, yeah, it looks like in the newest scan, it looks like it is occluding a bit. So that's good. That's good. Probably get some water here before I screw over my speech more. Yeah, Valley City got rocked based on what we saw. Is the camera? No, no. I don't know why you even checked. The camera's definitely down for good. 90-mile-per-hour winds. There was a 100-mile-per-hour destructive severe thunderstorm warning that recovered. That was there. I want to see if it transferred over anywhere, or if the maximum is now 90. And that appears to be the case right now from clicking all of those warnings. Yeah, Clint Hendricks got a picture of a wedge tornado. Obviously, can't share it, but I'll post it in the chat so you can go check that out. And yeah, this night has been filled with wedge tornadoes, and of course, the elephant in the room, these very, very strong winds from the derecho. And for power outages, we are at 19,000 people out, nearly 7,000 people out in Stutzman, over 800 in Griggs County, and over 1,300 out in Barnes. Yeah, camera coverage going to be pretty limited until we can get to Fargo. That's for sure. That's why we don't have any cameras up right now. We just had one out of Valley City where we saw that blackout. So yeah, right now trying to see if we can get any new information. First of all, we're dealing with that tornado right there. That one is that one seems to be occluding now. And the thing with this is that this derecho is starting to fully catch up now to to these storms here. So their time of producing strong tornadoes may be coming to a close here soon. Once they get swallowed up by the main derecho. And after that, after Valley City, we got Tower City next, and all the way up towards Fargo, which will probably have that definitely going to get a lot of camera coverage there, I would imagine. Okay, one of them is already down. Yep, we do have cameras obviously there. So once that gets close enough, we'll set up another multicam, get you some cameras at a Fargo. And yeah, so checking out some of the other severe thunderstorm warnings. This one up towards Hillsboro. That's for 90-mile-per-hour winds as well. You can see these large boxes of tornado warnings, and these are, this basically means that they don't really know where a tornado might form here, but they're very confident that a tornado is going to form somewhere in this box because it's very hard to track tornadoes like these. Like signatures like these, where you can see that rotation is pretty hard to come by sometimes in these kinds of storms. And so you can see this is north of Interstate 94 near Tower City, moving east at 70 miles an hour. And yeah, that's the other thing. These tornadoes move really, really quick as well. So everyone in that polygon, seek shelter. Now, again, even if you do not get hit by the tornado, you still have very powerful winds moving on in. You got 90-mile-per-hour winds pushing in. We've gotten reports of over 100-mile-per-hour winds. In fact, we had a severe thunderstorm warning of storms over we got reports over 100-mile-per-hour winds, and our camera coverage should significantly improve when these storms get to Fargo. Right now we've only been relying on we've only been relying on cameras that don't have live video. Instead, just take a picture once every so often. That's the thing we've mostly been relying on for majority of the stream since those storms were over Bismarck. Trying to confirm any trying to confirm this as well. Just give me 1 second. Gotten more reports of over 80-mile-per-hour gusts as well. All right. Well, I wasn't able to confirm that, so I won't mention it. But if I do confirm it later on, then I'll tell you all what's going on with that. Yeah, and again, we're still watching that tornado that produced a wedge tornado. But its time is running out. It's about to be swallowed up by the derecho here in a moment. But still remain your safe spots. I mean, even if this doesn't produce anything, you're still going to be rocked by 80 to 90-mile-per-hour winds here momentarily. I think now is the time. I do want to go ahead and set up the cameras for Fargo, so I might be silent for a little bit. Just getting those set up, so just keep that in mind. Very large tree branches are reported down in Valley City, where we saw that blackout on stream like right before that camera gave out. And then there's also a new tornado warning as well, southwest of Fargo. And actually, severe thunderstorm warning for 80-mile-per-hour winds just west of the Fargo area. Also, have camera coverage for Grand Forks as well. I will put that Grand Forks camera on if I'm able to find a third one, which is the one I'm trying to find right now. Right. All right, that tornado to the southwest that is now observed, so I do want to quickly focus on that while I was getting the cameras. You can see that. Yeah, that signature right there looks pretty intense. I do want to. Okay, I don't see a sense of a tornado debris signature at that one, unless this one's behind. No, those are not really behind. Okay, so that's not a tornado debris signature right there, but still a confirmed tornado. This is a radar confirmed tornado. I mean, there was one earlier. Yeah, recent scan doesn't show anything. But yeah, but yeah, that's now going to start. That's now being swallowed up by the derecho. So soon enough, it will. This time of producing tornadoes will, strong tornadoes will basically be over here in a moment. I think we are ready to switch over. I think. We're still seeing this move to the east here. We're probably going to be ending the stream at midnight because, again, I really need to get going. But it would definitely last longer than that. So Fargo and Grand Forks will likely be the last major points of our stream. So I'll go ahead and switch now. There you go. And then as needed, we'll switch out some cameras and yeah. I do want to fix the radar because that is bugged. Give me 1 second. Put that here. We can do this a little. I think that's best. We're gonna get it. So let's go down here, where again, we do have this tornado over here. Radar confirmed tornado still starting to be completely swallowed up by the derecho. 90-mile-per-hour winds over here until midnight. Checking out some of the other ones up here. 80-mile-per-hour winds down here. 80-mile-per-hour winds. Over here is 70-mile-per-hour winds from a different storm that will be being fed into this as well. I'm going to, yeah, I also got to refresh this camera from time to time. We're also going to use this to check on the wind speeds that we're getting. You can see 99-mile-per-hour winds. 101 so far is our highest from this derecho. Derecho. Let's see if we got any new Mexico discussions. No, but we did get this severe thunderstorm watch out here. That was issued 23 minutes ago until 7 a.m. Central Daylight Time, with isolated significant gusts up to 80 miles per hour. Obviously, won't be there for that. Okay, we're starting to see this continue to move into eastern South Dakota now. I mean North Dakota. My goodness. I am very tired. See again, I'll definitely wrap this up at midnight. I am getting very tired. I'll probably find a stream to redirect y'all. Yeah, these storms are moving to eastern North Dakota into and then eventually into western Minnesota, northwestern Minnesota. Okay, so New Mexico discussion, a derecho will likely continue for at least a few more hours. The severe wind throw persists as the bow echo absorbs preceding tornadic supercells. A tornado throw will persist the supercells as a strong tornado remains possible, including when supercells are absorbed by the MCS and become mesovortices. So yeah, I'm going to quickly grab some water and we'll ride this stream till I can't anymore because I'm getting pretty tired. As you can maybe tell, I mean, by about how I just mixed that up. So yeah, I'll be back here momentarily. All right. So I'm going to be letting this play out here. I'm going to do some final reviews real quick, and also I do want to go down here because checking on this. All right. Okay, with that scan right there, that is a very concerning scan. They've actually, yeah, they put this as a PDS tornado warning. So everyone in the path of this needs to take cover right now. That is a that is a pretty intense signature that we're getting. Is playing this back here. So yeah, everyone in Davenport needs to seek shelter right now. They're going to be extending this to the east. Yeah, I'm just checking here to see. Yep, multiple storm chases. You can see right there is this one's reporting a tornado, of a violent tornado. All this up here. I'm gonna see if we can get some storm spotters. If there's any storm spotters on this, yep, there is some. Yes, so yeah, we currently have a large tornado in progress, um, near Davenport. Yep. Reports of power lines down and trees south of this one. We've got another photo of the tornado. Yeah, we currently have a large tornado in progress for multiple storm chases at this point. And yeah, that's currently being swallowed up by the derecho. Kind of tell. You can. I'm going to check some of these other warnings here. 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. This one's still at 90. Yes, some parts of it are weakening, but yeah, so it says stuff. Yeah, up here on this one on the severe hazard here, it's weakening, and I can also see that off the radar too. Yeah, newest scan. It shows it kind of. It shows it. Not. Wait, hold up. I'm checking something real quick. Yep, still saying that there's a tornado on the ground with this one. See, again, no matter what the velocity looks right now, we have multiple weather spotters confirming a large tornado in progress right now with this one. So everyone near Davenport needs to seek shelter right now. They're probably about to extend this towards Interstate 29 if they haven't already. Yep, there's an extension towards Interstate 29. This one is a PDS tornado warning. So everyone in the path of that needs to seek shelter right now. We have a large tornado in progress southwest of Fargo. This will remain as you can see on radar, this will remain south of Fargo, and we need everyone in the path of that to seek shelter now. And a massive extension pushed over here, 80-mile-per-hour winds. But yeah, this is now starting to push into Minnesota. Yeah, on this part of the line, it's weakening. This is probably just because it's crossing the radar. So yeah, we'll see how strong it is after it crosses the radar. But yeah. This still has a decent amount of steam left to it. Yeah, 85-mile-per-hour wind gusts in eastern North Dakota. Still can't believe that mix up that just happened. We're approaching. I mean, we might have to go for a bit longer depending on how this goes, but we're gonna have to cut it here soon. But keep in mind that it's definitely going to keep going longer than after we go off the air. 28,000 people are out in North Dakota now. You can see that 9,000 people out in Stutzman. 9,000 out of the 11,000 people that live there. So yeah, we are starting to see an uptick in power outages, which keep those phones charged throughout the night for obvious reasons. Yeah, there's definitely more action to be expected. 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts with that one to the south. Yeah, definitely more action to be expected overnight. Sadly, cannot be live for it to cover it. Yeah, we covered a lot today, and I'm starting to get really, really tired, so I might just cut it here. So yeah, I'll just go on mute and wait the 6 extra minutes. And if nothing happens, then I'll go in and end the stream. So All right. Looks like we'll likely be ending our live coverage here soon. Again, we're expecting more storm activity overnight, possibly more tornadoes. But I do have to get going. Yeah, sorry for all the mix-ups. This stream, I had to do it. I had to do it in a rush, and I was pretty tired during the later half of the stream. So thank you for watching, everyone. This has been Watching the Skies, watching for everything. Stay safe out there.